No one told us aging would be this strange. I thought I was getting older, not turning into a thoughtful, slightly confused person. Who needs reading glasses to find the reading glasses? Have you ever been there? If that sounds familiar, stick with me because there are a few things about aging no one bothered to mention. I don't feel old on the inside. I feel exactly the same. Well, that is until I stand up too fast and my body files a formal complaint. But nobody sat us down and said, listen, aging is going to be a little weirder than you expect. And sometimes funnier, and sometimes harder, and sometimes both, and on the same day. We had to figure out on our own, for instance. No one told us that inside we'd still feel pretty much the same. I don't feel 82 on the inside. I feel like me. Well, maybe with just more opinions, fewer tolerances, and an increasing need to know where the nearest bathroom is. I still laugh at the same things. I still get excited about ideas. I still think I'll just do one more thing, right before realizing that one more thing maybe requires a nap. Nobody warned us about that contradiction, the young spirit living in a body that now requires negotiations. Another thing no one told us, friendships change, not because anyone did anything wrong. Life just rearranges itself. People move, health changes, energy shifts. Some friendships fade quietly without a big goodbye, and suddenly you look around and think, when did my world get smaller? Not emptier, just smaller. Nobody prepared us for how much that could affect us. They also didn't tell us how quiet life might get. Not peaceful quiet, the other kind, the kind where the clock ticks louder, the phone stays silent longer, and you realize you've planned your whole day around one appointment that's at 3:30. I once caught myself thinking, well, I'll just wait until later to do that, so I have something to look forward to. That's when I knew, okay, this is a new chapter. No one told us that aging comes with a strange mix of freedom and loss. Freedom from rushing, proving people's expectations, but also the loss of roles, routines, and feel needed. You're not broken if you feel that you're just noticing the trade-offs. And here's something else no one told us. And this one made me laugh when I finally noticed it. Apparently doing nothing is now an activity. It requires planning, comfortable clothes, a snack, and sometimes a recovery period afterward. I used to think rest was what you did after life. Turns out it's part of life, especially now. No one told us that our tolerance for nonsense would shrink dramatically. Small talk, optional. Loud noises, questionable. People who drain your energy, hard pass, and you know what. That's not grumpiness, that's discernment. We've earned the right to protect our peace. They also didn't warn us that we'd grieve versions of ourselves. Well, not in a dramatic way, quietly. The body we had, the energy we had, the way things used to feel effortless. Some days that grief pops up out of nowhere. Like when you realize you can't do something the way you once did. And that doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It means you loved your life, and parts of it are changing. No one told us that loneliness could sneak in even when life looks fine. Well, we talked about that the last time in the last video, and I'll say it again here. Loneliness isn't a failure. It's often the result of transitions no one prepared us for. And here's the part I wish someone had told us. Aging isn't about fading away. It's about simplifying. Fewer people, deeper connections, more honesty, less pretending. It's about realizing you don't need a big life. You need a true one. No one told us that joy would start coming in smaller packages. A warm cup of tea, well, a good laugh, a quiet morning, a familiar voice. But those small joys, they hit deeper now. And maybe that's not a loss at all. Maybe it's a refinement. I think one of the biggest things no one told us is this. You're allowed to age your way. You don't have to stay busy to be valuable. You don't have to be cheerful all the time. And you don't have to age gracefully, whatever that means. You get to age honestly, with humor, with tenderness, with days when you feel strong and days when you don't. And if no one has said this to you lately, let me be the one. You're not behind. You didn't miss the memo, and you're not doing this wrong. You're just living a chapter that no one explained very well. So if you find yourself laughing one minute and sighing the next, well, welcome to the club. We didn't get a handbook, but we did get wisdom and stories and the ability to laugh at ourselves, and honestly, that might be better. Before I go, let me ask you something, just gently. What's one thing about aging that surprised you the most? You don't have to share it publicly if you don't want to, but if you do, someone else might read it and think, oh, me too. And sometimes that's all it takes to feel a little less alone. I'm glad you're here, and I sure hope you'll visit again. So I'll leave you to ponder these ideas. And if you have ideas about what you'd like me to talk about, well, leave it in the comments, or you can email me directly. You can find my email address on my channel. Meanwhile, take care. Always keep smiling. Love ya. Until the next time. Bye for now.